Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honeyseastar Tarot. So this is going to be your weekly read from January 28th through February 3rd here. So we're closing out January, moving into February, and so let's see what's coming towards us together. Now to help clear the energy, let's go ahead and take a deep breath in together. Spirit, help guide us Virgos this week. That way we can use our best discernment to live our best lives and our best dreams into reality with gratitude. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's start with the tarot here. Some messages here from Spirit. So Spirit, what's coming towards us Virgos here as we close out January, and move into February here. It's coming towards us, Virgos. Let me try that again. Got fumbly fingers there, excuse me. So Spirit, what's coming towards us here this week? Help us, Virgos, use our best discernment for what's coming towards us energetically. Thank you. So right away, what I'm seeing here is you're in a point of defense with the 7 of Wands, You've got a bravery behind you. Also, too, you're ready to stand your ground. There's a fight within you that really is coming strong. And I do think that, that moon with it being, strong coming out of that full moon here this last week, that vitality really is helping you in this way. Also, too, what I see, though, energetically is that you're also embodying a Queen of Wands. And so you've got a great affinity, self-confidence. You're also grounded with nature. You also have remained clear-headed, as well as you're generous and strong-willed. And so people are really seeing you as down to earth. And more importantly, what I see in the cards is that you're connected with spirit. And so it's absolutely beautiful. Now, in the beginning here of the week, we also get some help with Venus, because right now Venus is in Capricorn and it's trine with Jupiter, which is in Taurus, and then also sextile Saturn, which is in Pisces. And so it gives us this feeling of loyalty and being sincere. People see us as warm and graceful, as well as very loving. And so now is really that time to just shine that love, lead with love. And people are really noticing you for that energy. Now, I will also say, too, as of the 29th, the moon is going to be moving over into the moon, which is in Virgo, is going to be trine with Mars, Uranus, and Mercury. And so Mars is in Capi, Uranus is in Taurus, Mercury is in Capricorn as well. So there is a lot of earth energy here with this trine system that will really help you, and then also too with the moon. So you are going to be feeling at your best, as I would put it. Virgo is back. But the way that I would also see it is you may be feeling like you have the willpower to tackle any type of insurmountable aspects that you've been wanting to change, like any type of addictions that you've been fighting. Now is the time that astrologically you've got a lot of strength supporting you. But also, too, you've got the courage behind you. It'll help you with feeling resourceful, creative, but also, too, having good judgment. And I think that's the biggest thing. And what Spirit is really saying here is you are pulling the Empress with the tarot. You are standing in a fruitfulness of love. People see that your beauty is really shining through. I don't know if anyone has been doing something special, had a recent makeover, changing the way that they're doing any type of skin care or hair care, but it's really shining through and it's really starting to work. As well as any type of, if anyone had any types of plans with workouts or situations with losing weight, getting back into their best self physically. I really see that it's starting to show here this week, absolutely, as you close out January and move into February. And with the 3 of Pentacles, you're being recognized, like I say, not only for the outer beauty, but also, too, for the inner beauty, for the meaningful work that you do. And I see a lot of collaboration and teamwork coming your way. I also, too, see, just between these two, that, where Spirit is kind of saying, you starting out the week with, kind of feeling defensive, Spirit's saying, no, remain open, because right now, yes is coming, straight for you, basically this week. if you've been encountering things where you're just getting stopped or finding that there's a hiccup here or a hiccup there and you've been questioning, am I on the right path? What I see is that's going to be changing going forward this week. And with the Nine of Wands, what I'm also seeing is that conflict is going to be coming to an end. You've been in suspension, you've been dealing with things, waiting, kind of wondering what is going on, but more importantly, feeling exhausted. And so if anyone's been feeling exhausted and this resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. Put a heart down there and support each other here. And with the Devil, what I'm seeing really too is a lot of us have been feeling tempted. Also too, possibly even feeling like you're questioning your faith. Or like I say too, dealing with an addiction. The Devil is really saying now is the time where you're going to get some help and you're going to be able to surmount that. And with the 15, numerologically, it reduces to harmony. It reduces to that balance, that balance really between the feminine and the masculine. And so what I also see with the Devil in a lot of ways is voluntary change, that you're really looking for, and that's going to be coming in. And more importantly, not necessarily voluntary change as much as voluntary transformation. And so whatever has kind of been stunting you in the past here, growth-wise, what I see is that's about to change. Definitely look forward to this week here and that. And you will be feeling, like I say, Virgo is back, standing in your earth energy power. And that's really going to be helping you along this week. Now, with the Ten of Wands, what I see too, like I say, is Spirit's really cautioning you about overload and exhaustion. It's come up twice here now. And so the one thing that I can see with the Ten of Wands is that you're carrying a heavier burden than you realize. And more importantly, you're exhausting yourself trying to force it too hard. What Spirit is saying with that is with the Six of Pentacles, now is the time really to kind of step back and go with the flow. When you see a hard stop with something that you're trying to accomplish, what I always do is I turn around and look the opposite way. There's always a way. It just might not be the way that you plan, but with that resilience, with that tenacity, as well as with the innovation, what you didn't plan for tends to work out better than you even tried to plan for. So that's where I would encourage you. And I think that's where Spirit is also saying here too, is, remember your charity and your generosity. Energy is fluid. And so the more you give, the more you receive. And so to keep that energy going is absolutely the best way to plant seeds, especially if you're wanting to change that around, change that no to a yes. But more importantly with this is the Six of Pentacles really represents social justice and fairness. And so if you have been, mistreated in the past or had some things go against you, had people misrepresent you, seen abusive powers in a lot of ways too, that's put you in that point of opposition and defense, through that tenacity, I don't know why I can't say that word. But what I'm seeing here is that you've learned along the way. More importantly, you're at a point that you're ready to share with others. You have value within your knowledge and your wisdom and your experience. And more importantly, you've also learned financial management as well along the way. And so you know how to stand on your own. You know how to be independent, and more importantly, you are wise in how you take care of yourself and in the decisions that you make. And with the Sun, what Spirit is saying here is expect jubilation. At this point, success and prosperity is headed your way. In fact, it's going to run into you. And again, another 2 yeses here. But either way, what I see here is expect contentment and compassion coming in. And also, too, material health and wealth. Now, astrologically, too, I do want to kind of point out, so towards the middle of the week here, the moon's going to be moving to Libra. And so it's really going to also aid here with feeling joyful, open-minded, as well as harmonious. And so you'll definitely feel that energy. And if you do and this resonates, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. But help spread the message here, to more Virgos. That way we can help lift each other all up. But also, too, the Sun's in Aquarius right now. And so with it being trine with the moon in Libra, this will bring an overall happiness of health and vitality and well-being as well. Now, towards the end of the week, the moon's going to be moving over into Scorpio. It's going to give us intense energy, sensuality, passions, and also too potentially impulsiveness. But so that's where you're really going to feel, to trust your intuition. And after all you've been through in this, what Spirit is saying is, you have the skills within you, you have the wisdom, and you've been here before. And so through that wisdom of you and your ancestors, think intuitively rather than impulsively. But if they coincide together, when you know. And then also too, I did want to point out that we're going to also get some help from Mercury being sextile with Neptune. And so you've got Capricorn sextile with Pisces. And so you'll find a refined mental sensation and a keen intuition that's going to help you. And so now is the time where really it's for realizing plans, also too having high hopes and dreams. And so what I really see with that is now is the time. Virgo is back. You're in your element. If you've been feeling a little off kilter here in the beginning of 2024, you will be feeling this week where things are going to be coming together for you. And we're going to end the week here in Scorpio moon as well. And it's currently sextile with Mercury, which is in Capricorn. And so with that, you'll also have a lot of strength with effective communication and harmony within your communications. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, what I see is a lot of you may be feeling unconfident right now. Also, too, feeling like there's an overdependence on others that you're really leaning on, and a lack of initiative possibly. And so at this point here, like I say, we're going to have some help astrologically. And the tarot is saying absolutely. You are pulling the King of Swords, and so you're analytical. You're also highly disciplined, and so it's going to be a point where this week you'll really start to recognize and see your worth as much as other people see. But also, too, what this is saying is, with the Two of Swords versus the King of Swords, is you were in a point of stagnation due to making a difficult choice. You weren't sure of which way to go. Now is the time really where between the Two of Swords and the King of Swords, to remember your power, to remember the wisdom that you have. You have everything, all the skills that you have, that you need. And now is the time really to take action. You've seen in the past, betrayal. You've felt that defeat. That's possibly, been due to loss or unfair advantages. And you felt that misrepresentation as well, where people have talked behind your back. People have, misrepresented you and portrayed you to be something that you absolutely are not, or to misrepresent your work even. And now is the time really to be a man of action or a person of action. I don't know why I keep saying man. But either way, now is the time to take action. And the way that I look at it and what's really coming to mind is the spirit totem of a fox. Foxes are extremely cunning. They also learn to coexist very well, and also to use their resources, be very innovative and very intuitive as to using their cleverness and their wit. And so you have the skills. What I'm really hearing is you have the skills to conquer, and to outsmart, basically. The people that you're coming up against really are only trying to scare you or intimidate you due to a closed-minded perspective. And more importantly, you have already been there. You've already learned those lessons. So you've got everything you need within you. And really it's, if you look at that and step back, you'll realize how they're trying to intimidate you, lower your vibrations, etc., is really something that is nothing. It's very, very small, and it's only powerful if you give them that power. And with the Hanged Man, what I'm seeing here is you've got that spiritual growth. Trust that, you have that perspective, you have that wisdom. And more importantly, what I see with this is, you have also given it up to Spirit. You've done plenty with self-sacrifice, but more importantly, you've done it for reasons of spiritual growth. And what I also see is due to that release, due to giving it to a higher power and letting it go, not holding on, not letting others hold your power. You've realized that through your communication and through your creativity, there's a dynamic balance that is everything about you. Now, at the bottom of the deck, what I also see, just to close this out, like I say, it's perfect. Really, you've got the Ace of Cups. And so what I see is this is a beginning of a prosperous and abundant time. Also, too, don't be surprised if you have a new relationship, an unexpected relationship coming in that you maybe weren't necessarily planning on or even looking for at this time. But either way, what I see with the Ace of Cups is that this week, to end this week out, especially with that Scorpio sextile, or being Scorpio moon, sorry, I can't talk, being sextile with Mercury, which is currently in Capricorn, you're going to have effective communication with family, friends, networking, and there is absolutely a new beginning. But more importantly, you know through your wisdom and what you've learned that your intuition is going to be guiding you. Spirit is going to be guiding you, and you're going to be standing in your power. So I absolutely love this. If this resonates, by all means, please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to have us share our stories so that we can lift each other up and celebrate our successes in this. Now, with the spirit animals here, what we pulled is the humpback whale. And so what Spirit is saying is, sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. And so, like I say, this is the week where you are embodying the High Priestess and you are following Spirit. Where people would see it as blindly, you see a very clear path. And what I'm also hearing too is, you've had a path that is very different from the normal traditional paths. You are not meant to go the traditional path. You are meant to go the path of healing. And with the sea otter, what I see here is, Spirit is saying, be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So, like I say, I really feel like someone new potentially is coming in. So if somebody meets somebody special here, and no pressure, you feel comfortable, making that announcement to the world, let us know. That way we can support each other in this Virgo channel here. So let's see here. I also wanted to pull some oracle messages from the cosmos. And so what we pulled here is, you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. And so, like I say, if you've been feeling like you've been giving your power up to other people, I think this is the week where you're really going to feel back in your element. You're absolutely going to feel grounded and connected with Spirit and guided with your third eye and your intuition. But you're going to be getting a lot of help here from the universe, I think, in finding that clarity and also getting that energy to really start manifesting. And more importantly, taking your power back. So Spirit, give us a few more messages. Thank you. Asking, you shall receive. Let's see. Okay, so it's kind of funny. So the first one out is, stop giving away your power right now. So there you go. I don't know if we even need to expand on that anymore. It's clear. And then also too, no one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. And so if anyone's been feeling that pressure that time is against you, go with the flow. Happiness, raise and elevate your vibrations, and you'll, surrender to those waves. That's really how this path, you'll find a lot more ease with less resistance. And then also to check in with your body and release any tension you are carrying. And again, I think that goes with the sea otter of happiness. Be the master of playful living. And so the journey that you're on right now, if you've been feeling too much pressure or been trying to force it in one way or another, this is the week that I really feel like movement will be happening. Stagnancy is over. And more importantly, I see some beautiful energy coming towards you this week. So if you guys are still with me, like I say, please like, share, subscribe. I cannot tell you how much it helps with building the channel. And more importantly, to each and every one of you, I cannot tell you how much it means to me to hear all your love and support here and go through this journey here with you. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next reading. Take care, love and light.